Konnichiwa, Samurai James here for a very special unboxing. Okay, so what's in the box? Well, let's take a look here. I'm going to carefully do this. Dangerous instrument defined by the aviation law of Japan. That sounds like good stuff to me. Marked as fragile, as it should be. And this is actually out of Japan, so this is a Japanese sword from Japan, not one of the reproductions that commonly come out of China. And I'm going to be putting gloves on here for a reason that I will make clear in a moment. I'm so excited to get this. It's just a general type of sword that I have wanted to have for many years, and this is my first one of its kind. It may only be the only one that I ever get. So, without further ado, let's get to the unboxing here. I'm going to be doing this very cautiously. So, here we go. Got some tape here. As always, stone-built knives for the unboxing. Oh, goodness. Okay, here we go. Sorry, I'm so excited I keep forgetting to talk during this for the unboxing here. So, as I'm unboxing this was a purchase from AOI or AOA Art Japan. This is a type of sword called a Katati Uchi, which is essentially a striking sword. I had to go through an export process to get approved for this. They had to get me approved to be able to buy it, so this should be two separate pieces here. This is going to be the sword itself, and it's also going to be the koshira, not the kashira as in the pommel, but the koshira as in the entire set of fittings. And this should be the blade itself in a shirasaya. I'll probably do a dedicated video on shirasaya, but essentially these are untreated wood to allow it to breathe, to keep the blade in good condition. So, here's this guy. You can see the little peg. And I will get some close-ups of this. But here is the blade. Now, this is made by Iemitsu in the Meiji period. Not the Meiji period, the Meiji period. So it is 500 years old. I get goosebumps saying that. Oh my god, this is so cool. So, yeah. Anyway, here's the shirasaya. I will do a follow-up on this and cover some close-up pictures and a little bit more details, but 500-year-old sword. And here we go for the koshira, for the fittings. And we're gonna, see, I want to be careful in tying this. Now, I will be making a very fancy display case for this, or at least fancy as far as my woodworking capabilities go. I will be displaying the fittings and the blade itself separately to ensure that it gets a nice display to it. Oh gosh, alright, let's see. Careful. Being excessively careful here, because again, this is over 500 years old. It's about 520, 530 years old. There we go. Oh my goodness. Okay, so set this to the side, and we're going to move these. I'm going to take a look at that in a moment. Here we go. That may be the drawings of it. I'm going to set the Suba up here. And this guy. Get these out of the way. All right. This is so cool. All right, here we go. Very gently. You know what? I'm not going to stress it. It may have swelled up some during shipment, but it's essentially got a wooden blade here to hold it inside. That's normal. I forget the name for the wooden blade because I'm just so excited about this, but this is a 500-year-old handle to it. Now you'll notice it's a little bit shorter than a katana. This is a katari uchi, so it's similar to a wakizashi and katana sort of in the middle. So ideally you could grab it with one hand and use it for striking. It's sort of like a hybrid in between a tachi and a katana when you were moving towards between the tachi and a wakizashi, moving to a one-handed side sword, sort of like the uchi katana would eventually become the katana. I'm rambling a bit because I didn't write up any of this, and yeah, this is possibly modern chord. I do kind of expect that to be a modern chord to it, but the fuchi and the kashira here, they have a flower type theme to them. I'll have some close-up pictures of it, as well as the suba here, which has the cutout for the side knife. I forget the term here again. I'm so excited about this. Kogai or something. It's something with a K. I'm forgetting the name of it. But yeah, regular iron suba here. It is just so incredibly cool. Now there's a little bit of damage to the saya here for the lacquer, but again, this sword is over 500 years old. So the Ito is still nice and tight. The Samigawa looks nice. Oh god, I'm just so excited about this. You can see the Mikugi peg here. You can see the fittings, the Manuki. You can see the horn cap here at the top, the Kurikata. And here's the two seppa here for going along with the suba. Oh god, this is so cool. Oh my god, this is so incredibly cool. Alright, let's take a look at the papers here. Again, this is my first true legitimate 500-year-old sword here, so I'm not quite sure what to expect. So let's put this. Boom. Alright. Yep, just like I thought, the NBTHK paperwork here. Awesome. Yep, that got everything. So here we go. The appraisal sheet. Katana in Shirasaya with Koshira NBTHK Hozan token by Bishu Osafune Iemitsu. And they have 4 different rankings, and I'm probably going to slaughter the pronunciation here. Saigyo Saku, Gyo Saku, and regular Saku. This is Gyo Saku, so the 3rd rank out of the 4 there. The blade was polished. The habaki, it says probably solid gold habaki, weighing 25 grams. Blade length of 24 inches, putting it right around wakizashi length there, so high end for a wakizashi. The sori, or the curvature, is 4.48 inches. It has 2 mikugi with it, and there's some other details here that I'll put down in the description, or I'll put a picture of up here. The sword weighs 410 grams, and it says era, the Meio era of the Muromachi period. And for shape, it says a slightly short sword, as known as katari uchi, with a slightly deep sori and a longer kisaki. And hamon, it says there's ohara near sashiura, which are words that I need to figure out what they mean, because that's new for me. And yeah, it says special feature, Iemitsu is said to be a pupil of Nagamitsu, or a son of Omiya Morikage. So the Koshira, a black painted saya. The suba is a Nobinakago iron suba, flowers engraved with open work, as I just showed you earlier there. Fuchi and Kashira, it says on a shakudo plate the flowers are engraved. And for Manuki, it says armor is engraved with a gold color. And yeah, so there are notes here. It says made by Bishu Osafune Iemitsu, which I believe I said at the beginning, in the Meio era. It's a katari uchi work, and in those days, the fighting style has changed from fighting on horseback to land war. There's a few old flaws, but it's more than 500 years old. So that's cool. I really appreciate that it's got this laminated thing with it. I didn't know that it was going to have this, so kind of thought it might just be a paper printout or something, so I'll have to figure out a way to work this into the display for it too. So yeah, this is, oh God, 500-year-old sword. Oh my God, it's so cool. I love this so much. Yeah, a few drops of oil on here, so I'll give this a good and proper wipe down after work. I'm actually filming this on my lunch break, so I got to get back to work shortly, but I was just too excited to wait on this. Yeah, my gosh, that's so cool. All right, y'all, that's going to be a wrap for this part. So, as always, this is Samurai James saying thanks for watching and sayonara.